We're asking the question, is there purpose in this life? Do you have a calling? How do you know what your purpose is? I used to go out behind my house and say, God, why did you make me? Why did you make me like I am? Because I stuttered. I felt this suffering. And when you go through suffering, you've got to know meaning beyond your life. You got to know meaning beyond this place. Everybody needs meaning in life. They did a study inside of a nursing home, and they found these people who were normally depressed, some of them were struggling, but they found when they brought in these gardens, they brought in dogs and pets, that they began to see a 20% reduction in the death rate. They began to see a 30% reduction in the need for drugs. These people could see something that would outlive them on this earth, and it gave them meaning and hope. But the real question is, do we need God, though, to have meaning? Or do we need some purpose beyond this world to really have meaning that can sustain us, that can endure? Inside of a Nazi prison camp, there was a man named Viktor Frankl. He wrote the book, Man's Search for Meaning. And what he discovered in there, he was taking research notes. There was people, they were dying, they'd lost everything they found hope and purpose in, which was their family, their money, their identity, who they were. And they began to diminish. He said, but there were some people who began to seem to thrive. And what the difference was, they thrived because they found a purpose beyond this earth. There was a guy who said, I know my wife, she's looking down at me. There was a disciple of Jesus, John, and he wrote this, John chapter 1. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was with God in the beginning. Through him all things were made. Without him nothing was made that has been made. In him was life, and that life was the light of men. The light shined in the darkness, but the darkness has not understood it. Then go on down to verse 14. The Word became flesh and made his dwelling among us. We have seen his glory, the glory of the one and only, who came from the Father, full of grace and truth. This is very significant because John, the word he used when in the beginning was the word he used for word was logos. In the beginning was the logos, and the logos was God. The word logos was with God. This is significant because the Greeks believed that there was a cosmic purpose behind the universe. They called it the logos. And John was saying here, Jesus was the logos. He was the purpose. He was the person who controlled the order of the universe. We need a calling, and we need meaning in this life as part of that calling. We need meaning beyond this life as part of that calling. Just remember, ultimately, there is no calling without a caller.